All right, James, you ready for this periodic table of elements lesson? Here we go. Hand clap. All right, I'm going to give you the quick rundown. I don't want this to get too overwhelming for you. They say Dmitri Mendeleev is the founder of the periodic table. Now, this right here, James, where you see my cursor, is the periodic table. Don't worry. You do not have to memorize every element on this chart. We're going to do a very simple breakdown of it because to understand the periodic table is to understand the basis of maybe some more interesting things in chemistry. So you kind of have to get the foundation before you can move on to some some more interesting things. What is the periodic table? All right, the periodic table is a group of elements. So each one of these boxes represents an element. Elements are organized by chemical properties. Chemical properties meaning how they're made. Okay, how do you read the periodic table? All right, here you go. So every element, they're like 150 something elements or 130 something elements on the chart. They all have an atomic number. They all have a name, which this is carbon. They all have a symbol for that name. Carbon symbol is C, and they all have an atomic weight. Atomic number, symbol, name, and weight. That will be a quiz question. You'll get a card just like this, and you'll have to recognize that this is the atomic number of an element, the symbol, the name, and the weight. Very simple. So as you can see, here is the last, or here is the entire chart. Now, I want to show you something. Okay? This row down here, 58 through 71, that actually is part of this. So you see how right here it goes 57, and it ends at, and then it goes 72. That's because 57, 58, 59, 60, all the way to 71, it's actually part of this right here. But they put it down here to help keep the chart more organized. The same thing right here. You see 89, 90 through 103. They put them down here just to help keep this, because this chart has symmetry. So that in order to keep that symmetry, or that neat look, I'll put it that way, they put these two rows down here. That's it. Nothing complicated. Honestly, James, there is nothing complicated about this chart. The way that you're going to learn it is going to make it so easy. All right, here is your first activity. And I need you to do this so that you can understand everything else. All right, James, and you will have to come back to this video and probably pause and record it. I sent your mom a chart just like this via email. I want you to color code your chart, meaning I want you to shade this chart in the manner that I'm going to tell you. Here we go. And then right in here, you're going to make what's called a key or a legend for each color. But first, we're just going to make the colors. All right, then you'll make your key. This one, hydrogen, is going to be its own color. So you're going to shade this H its own color, and then eventually it will have a color coordinated legend over here with its name. So for example, today all you're going to do is maybe shade it red. I'm just using that color as an example. You can choose whatever color you want. Then over here, you're going to make a red block, and you will say equals hydrogen. That way we got um, a fully color-coded legend. But right now, all I want you to do is get about 7, 8 crayons or colored pencils, and you're just going to shade. All right. So don't include hydrogen. This column needs to be a color. Shade it. All the same color. This column needs to be a color. Shade it. All one color. This whole middle section right here needs to be shaded the same color. All right? And I want you to do, now, here's where it's going to get interesting. All right. I want you to shade these the same color. B, S, I, G, E, A, S, S, B, T, E, P, O, A, T. I want you to shade those the same color. I'll repeat. B, S, I, G, E, A, S, S, B, T, E, P, O, A, T. Shade those the same color. And then I want you to shade everything to the left of that the same color. So that would be ALGAINTIPBBI. I gotta go. So look, boom, 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 boom. You're gonna shade those one colors. And then everything to the left of those, stopping at this line, will be the same color. Because remember, these are all going to be the same color, this middle section. So far, this is a color. 3 through 87 is a color. 4 through 88 is a color. This whole middle section is a color. Then you're going to skip and go B, S, I, G, E, A, S, S, B, T, E, P, O, A, T is a color. And then everything to the left of that, stopping here, is a color. All right? And then everything to the right of that is a color. So that's why it's important you do, that's why it's important you do these first. B, S, I, G, E, A, S, S, B, T, E, P, O, A, T. Once you color those one color, then it's easy to color everything to the left of it a color, and then everything to the right a different color. Make these a color, and then these a color. So there you go. I sent your mom an email with the white chart. Go ahead and do that when you get it done. Let me know, and we'll go on to lesson 2.